Good morning, everybody. Here and there, my dear student of class 8. Hope you all are well. I am also the same. My dear students, in the last class, I teach you changing the narration, direct narration to indirect narration. Today, my dear students, I would like to change direct narration to indirect narration. How we can change tenses, direct narration to indirect narration. My dear students, last class we have learned how to change subject after that in the subordinate clause or reported speech. My dear students, change the narration from direct narration to indirect narration. If the reporting verb of the direct narration is past tense, to change indirect narration, the reported speech will change in the same way past tense. Listen to me, my dear students, again. To change direct narration to indirect narration, if the reporting verb is past tense said and reported speech is present tense, to change direct narration to indirect narration, we have to change reported speech as usual past tense. My dear student, I write some rules. Look at the board. I read out the rules. If the direct narration and the reporting verb is past tense said, we have to change reported speech in the same way. That means present indefinite tense, it would be past indefinite tense. Present continuous tense would be past continuous tense. Present perfect tense, it would be past perfect tense. Present perfect continuous tense, it would be past perfect continuous tense. My dear students, if the reporting verb is past tense, say if the reported speech is past indefinite tense, it would be past perfect tense. And if the reporting verb is past tense said and if the reported speech is past continuous tense, it would be past perfect continuous tense. Hope you have understood. Now we are going to change direct narration to indirect narration. My dear students, look at the board. Number 1, he said, I want to go to school. Here, the reporting verb is he said and reported speech, I want to go to school. Here, reporting verb is past tense said and reported speech is present indefinite tense. So, to change it, reported speech would be past indefinite tense. So we can write, he said, number one, he said, we can use that conjunction instead of comma and inverted comma. So here we can use that. Now, my dear students, we have to change the subject of the reported speech after that. Here, the subject of the reported speech is first person, so it follows the subject of the reporting verb. Here, the subject of the reporting verb is he. So, after that, we can use he. Dear students, this is present indefinite tense. It would be past indefinite tense. To make it past tense, we have to use verb past tense. Here, the past tense of want is wanted. So we can write, he wanted to go to school. This is done indirect narration. My dear students, hope you have understood. Number two, he said to me, you play football. My dear students, try to understand. If the reporting verb has object, that means to plus object. To change it direct narration to indirect narration, we have to write according to tense. Tells, tell or told instead of to. Said and to instead of said and to. So here we can use he told me. We can write reporting verb instead of said and to. We can use told. Number two, he told. Me. My dear students, now we can use that conjunction instead of comma and inverted comma. That. Now we have to change the subject. The subject of the reported speech is second person you. If the reported speech, the person is second person, it follow the object of the reporting verb. Here, the object of the reporting verb is me. So, its subject is I. So, after that we can use subject I. My dear student, you play football. This is present indefinite tense. So, to change the direct narration to indirect narration, it would be past tense. That means past indefinite tense. We can write I played. Football. This is done in direct narration. My dear students, number 3, he said to me, you are writing a letter. Here, reporting verb is past tense and reported speech is present continuous tense. To change it, direct narration to indirect narration, reported speech would be past continuous tense. So, we can write, he said to me, we can write, he told me. We can write told instead of said and to. So, number 3, we can write he told me. After that, we can use that conjunction instead of comma and inverted comma. That. Dear students, number 3, the reported speech is present continuous tense. It would be past continuous tense. We can use the subject after that. My dear students, here the subject of the reported speech is second person. It follow the subject object of the reporting verb. The object of the reporting verb is me. Its subject is I. So we can write after that I. And it would be past continuous tense. I was writing a letter. This is done in direct narration, my dear students. Number 4, he said to me, I have done the sum. Here reporting verb is past tense and reported speech is present perfect tense. To change this direct narration to indirect narration, it would be past perfect tense. In the reporting verb we can write, he told me. He told me. We can use that conjunction instead of comma and inverted comma, that. After that, we have to change the subject of the reported speech after that. Here, the subject of the reported speech is past person. So, to change direct narration to indirect narration, it follow the subject of the reporting verb. So, here the subject of the reporting verb is he. So, after that, we can use he. This is present perfect tense, it would be past perfect tense. He had done the sum. My dear student, this is done indirect narration. Number 5. He said, I was reading a book. The reporting verb is past tense said and reported speech is past continuous tense. To change direct narration to indirect narration, it would be past perfect continuous tense according to rules. Dear students, here we can write, he said. We can use that instead of comma and inverted comma. Now we have to change the subject of the reported speech. Here the subject of the reported speech is past person, so it follow the subject of the reporting verb. Here the subject of the reporting verb is he. So after that we can use he. To make past perfect continuous tense, we have to use had been. Reading. Dear student, this is done indirect narration. Number 6. He said, I wrote a letter. My dear students, here the reporting verb is past tense said and reported speech is past indefinite tense. According to rules, if the reported speech is past indefinite tense, it would be past perfect tense. So we can write, he said. We can use that conjunction instead of comma and inverted comma. That. After that, we have to change the subject of the reported speech. Here the subject of the reported speech is first person, it follow the subject of the reporting verb. So the subject of the reporting verb is he, we can write here he. To change first perfect tense, we have to use had. After that, he had written a letter. Written a letter. My dear students, this is done indirect narration. Number 7. He said to me, you did the work. Here, the reporting verb is past indefinite tense and reported speech, you did the work. This is past indefinite tense. So here we have to change past perfect tense instead of past indefinite tense. So, my dear students, we can write his told me. Then we can write that conjunction instead of comma and inverted comma. Now after that we have to change the subject of the reported speech. Here the subject of the reported speech is you second person. It would be the object of the reporting verb. Here the object of the reporting verb is me, so its subject is I. So we can write I had to make past perfect tense, and the verb is past participle done. The work. My dear students, this is done indirect narration. Hope you have understood well. Now, homework. You will try more and more. At your home. My dear students, you have to try more and more, and you have to practice regularly. If you practice regularly, you will be able to change direct narration to indirect narration. My dear students, you keep oil at your home. Good wishes to you and goodbye. Thank you.